Rockers, mi nombre es Alondra Salazar y el día de hoy les tengo una nueva propuesta musical que es Tiki and the Hot Stuff. Ellos son una pareja casada, sueca, que nos tienen una propuesta musical entre los synth pop y lo indie rock de los 80s y 90s. Así que sin más por el momento, y empezamos con ellos. Hi guys, how are you doing? How are you feeling today?
We're feeling great. It's really nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's great meeting you too. I honestly, since you released the single, I was willing to know you, and then I have the opportunity now, so that's wonderful for me.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah. So tell me, guys, how do you start with all this project? How do you know that you wanted to be in music? All that.
Well, wow, that's a big question. You know, both been doing like music forever. Actually, we had another interview, and they asked us how long we had been doing music, and I said, like, well, maybe we were like 12 years, and then we discussed it.
Yeah, it was wrong.
It was wrong. I think we both like started writing songs when we were like maybe 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
When we started talking about it. But of course, we didn't know each other at that time.
No.
But we both,
that would have been weird.
Yeah,
so.
but we really have this passion for music. We've always had it. And it's just something that we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had like other bands earlier. But now with the pandemic, we had to think about something else to do because we couldn't meet with our band anymore and rehearse. It was impossible. So we decided we should maybe try to make some music at home.
Mm-hmm.
And Andreas, hot stuff, he tried to make some like electronic music for the first time because he had never done that before, and that was Hey Kid. So when I heard it, I was like, this is really great. I really think
so you have never done like electric music before. It was like your first instinct to write that song and made it on music, like just like I can do this. I'm great.
Yeah, and another change for me was that I was starting to work with a new instrument, with a piano, and I'm like a drummer and a guitarist. So I did like other songs before that was mainly focused on real acoustical instruments and stuff.
So yeah, it was like the first time he started doing like a bit piano music and electronics music, and I really liked it. So I was like, I think I have to rap on this. I don't know why, but I just feel I have to try. So with this project, it's like we're both trying to do things that are outside of our comfort zone, that it's a bit difficult, and it's really, I don't know, it's a bit scary, but it's also very exciting because we have so much passion for it. So yeah, it's something that we like had to try. And we've just had so much fun with it when we've been like locked up at home, just making a lot of music and trying new things. So it's been really fun for us.
Yeah, I think that the lockdown was like, it made you like get out of your comfort zone so you can feel outside in some way that it's different, that not in their house or feeling like, oh my God, what am I doing here? I'm going to, I mean, we all feel anxiety or
we all feel, we really felt like we wanted to like create like a fantasy world where you can like escape somewhere else, and we wanted to be able to bring other people to our like fantasy world because it's really helped us. I know everybody can't create, but for us it's really helped to create something. It's like we're not only consumers, but we can create something and share it with other people, and it's been really good for us, I think.
Yeah, it's been really awful, like all this situation. But tell me, guys, what are the plans for this year? I mean, 2021 has just started. What are the plans for Kids and the Hot Stuff? Do you plan on doing like streaming concerts, more singles, more music videos?
We have so much music lined up. I mean, we've been doing this since March, and Hey Kid was the first song we wrote, but we have so many songs. I mean, it's our biggest problem actually. We have so many songs and we keep writing new ones. So like our label is like, are you going to finish something? Is something finished? Because we just keep writing new. Yeah, but we're doing this now. We're doing this now. And we're mixing things that, I mean, we're mixing things you're not supposed to be mixing. we're mixing like languages. We're mixing genres. We're mixing like different types of inspiration. Like we can like watch a movie together and we get so inspired that we have to write music about that, or some other type of art. It's like we have so much inspiration right now. So we have a lot of songs, and we're going to try to do some type of like
collaboration.
Yeah, a lot of collaborations with other artists, and also some kind of gig at home, because here in Sweden it's impossible right now to do physical gigs. It's like lockdown, it's not allowed. So maybe one day, but we're not counting on doing it right now. Hopefully, maybe in the summer, maybe if it's better, we would love to, but we're not planning any like live gigs because it's impossible.
No, I mean, the situation, it's not letting us do like lives or even go to the concert. That's terrible, honestly. But like streaming and all that can do this interaction with the people and with the audience, and it's really helpful. I mean, it's like getting to know or listening to music, even if it's like in a screen, it really helps a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you told me that you're like mixing languages. Which languages are these?
Well, right now we're mixing the next song we're going to release. It's a mix between English and French. We're also working on a Spanish song with some English. So we're like, it's mostly like English, French, and Spanish. So no Swedish, yes, because we've been making music in Swedish earlier. So we're trying new things now. So and we're trying to like reach out more to the world. I mean,
we were talking about the music that we are inspired of, and I came with an idea that we should like mix. For example, we really love like French hip hop. We think that the language is so nice when you have it in a rap music. So it was so interesting to just test it out, try it out. So
yeah, well, that's great. I mean, like getting to know you and know that you speak a lot of languages. I mean, I cannot speak more than 2, and that's great. I mean, if you can, could you tell us something in Spanish? I mean, to just test how good guys use Spanish.
Comprendo español, pero no puedo hablar bien. Mi madre es de España, de Gran Canaria, pero so it's like I understand everything, but it's really difficult for me to speak. It's my 4th language. I mean, it's like Swedish, English, French, Spanish. So it's really it's at the bottom of my languages. So
I mean, your Spanish is not bad at all. I mean, it was great. It was really, really great. I mean, you said that you have bad pronunciation, but you're really great at it.
You know, when Natalie grew up, they were like telling her mother that it was not so good to speak in Spanish
that's
to her children.
I mean, it was really something. Yeah, I mean, it's a horrible thing because my mother is actually a Spanish teacher. Could you believe it?
Oh my God!
Yeah, speak Spanish, but it's a long story. But I think one day I'm gonna go and live in Spain for a few months, and I think I will be able to speak, because you have to like force yourself to be able to speak it more fluently. But yeah, it's fun to try and scary.
Yeah, the scary part is the most important part of all. I mean, it's the most wonderful thing to be scared to do something new, because if you don't do like anything new, never, you will always be like, oh my God, I can do this.
Yeah, and
it's it's like a saying we have. Do you know Pippi Longstocking? It's like a Swedish child's book with a girl with 2 braids. I don't know if you know her, but she always says like, I've never done this before, so I'm sure I'm going to be great at it. So
that sounds like an incredible book. I need to read it like now.
The first like feministic books, perhaps.
Yeah,
that,
it's about the
was
strongest
made for children in Sweden.
The strongest girl in the world. You should read
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so tell me guys, what do you want to accomplish with your music? What do you want to do with your music? How do you want people to feel when they listen to your music? Or
Well, we have many different songs, but this one that we have released, it's really about, it was from the pandemic.
yeah.
You can maybe hear that there's some like bird noises in the background. And it's like the thought of like us humans, like when we hear birds, we know that everything is going to be okay. It's like a thing in nature. That's why every human likes to listen to birds. And it's just a way of maybe like saying to everyone, to kids, or maybe to your inner kid, that like, don't worry, we're going to be okay and we can do this. Although it's a bit difficult right now. And it was supposed to be about like following your dreams and trying to follow your heart. But then with the pandemic, it like meant something else as well. So we're just trying to like spread some hope. And we're just trying to reach out to everyone that we can.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. When I heard the song, I felt like I needed to do something, like get out of some place and just run away and do whatever I wanted to do. So I think that I got the message right. I think so. Do you think so?
Great.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the pandemic has affected all of us, but I think you guys are doing a great work. And how do you? Well, what was the name of your band before all this pandemic started? How do you enter the music? How do you fall in love with the music? You are husband and wife, and you look incredible in love with you. And the music you do. That's incredible.
Yeah, and I think it's such a blessing to meet someone that has the same like passion and interest that you have, because when you're into music like we both have been, if it costs a lot of money, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of time, and if you're not someone that understands, it can really be like a big thing. So it's really great that we can do it together. So we're just having so much fun with it. So
yeah,
it's really great.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for giving me some times of your time. Could you please give us like your social media name? How do we find you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube?
Yeah, of course. It's Tiki and the Hot Stuff on Instagram and on Facebook. That's where you find us. And we're on Spotify or iTunes and everywhere. You can just search for us.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you a lot, guys. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'm now a huge fan, and I hope one day I could like see you on live. One day, even if I go to Switzerland, or if you come to Mexico.
We want to go to Mexico, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's our dream. So
yeah.
Perhaps someday.
Maybe in 2022. Because with all this, maybe. But I wish you guys to keep doing awesome music, like amazingly good music you are doing it, and I love like the concept and all this. So I really wish you the best.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks.
It's been really nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I think that's all we have to say to each other. It was really, really great, and I had fun, and I think that I learned a lot from you.
Thank you.
Bueno, chicos, esto fue todo conmigo, Alondra Salazar de Rockers. Los esperamos más en el muro de Rockers para más información sobre lanzamientos de Tiki and the Hot Stuff. Hasta luego.